Today we will see the solution of quadratic equation. Now there are three methods which we learned in 10th standard. One is by factorization, second is by completing the square, and the third is by using the quadratic formula. Let us see by factorization first. Now the quadratic equation in general form is ax square plus bx plus c. If it is not in the general form, we first convert it in general form and then factorize it. Suppose we have factorized in px plus q into rx plus s form. Then as the product is 0, either px plus q will be 0 or rx plus s will be 0. Px plus q is equals to 0 gives me px is equals to minus q or rx is equals to minus s. And finally we get the answer x is equals to minus q by p or x is equals to minus s upon r. These are the required solutions. So this is how we have to proceed. We have to factorize this ax square plus bx plus c in px plus q into rx plus s form. Now how we have to do that? Let us see that thing first in reverse order. In reverse order means let us assume that we have the factor px plus q into rx plus s equal to 0. Now when I expand this, I will get px into rx plus s plus q into rx plus s. As we elaborate, we get pr into x square plus ps into x plus qr into x plus qs. Now I collect all the x square term, x term and constant separately. So I get pr x square, ps plus qr into x and qs. Now as my general equation was ax square plus bx plus c, if I compare, I will get pr is equals to a, ps plus qr is equals to b and qs is equals to c. So if I see a into c, I will get prqs, or I can say that pqrs. All the four terms I will get. Now its factors I can arrange as ps and qr. So you can see that ps plus qr, it is your b term, and ps into qr, that is your ac term. That means what you have to do is you have to multiply a with c, and whatever term you are getting, you have to arrange them in such a way that their addition, you have to factorize that ac in such a way that their addition will be your b term. Now let us solve some problems so that we understand what we are talking about. So here we have the first problem, x square plus 6x plus 5 equal to 0. Now if I compare this equation with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, I get a as 1 and c as 5. So I will multiply a and c, that is 1 into 5, and will factorize it so that their addition will give me 6. So a into c, if I say, so a into c in this case I have 5, and I have to factorize this 5 in two parts such that their addition will be equal to b, that is middle term. So this 5 can be factorized as 5 into 1. 5 into 1 is 5 and 5 plus 1 gives me 6. So I write this equation as x square plus 5x plus x plus 5 equal to 0. Now I can write 1 first, 1x and then 5x, or 5x then x. Now in this first two terms I can take x common. So in bracket I have x plus 5, and here I will take 1 common and I will get x plus 5 equal to 0. So this x plus 5 in one bracket and x plus 1 in another bracket will be equals to 0. As the product of these two factors is 0, I will say that x plus 5 is 0, or I will say that x plus 1 equal to 0. Now x plus 5 equal to 0 will give me x is equals to minus 5 or x is equals to minus 1. So x is equals to minus 5 and x is equals to minus 1 are the solutions. So finally I can write solution is x is equals to minus 5 or x is equals to minus 1. Now we see the second problem. 9x square minus 3x minus 2 equal to 0. Now in this equation, a into c is minus 18 and b is minus 3. So we have to factorize minus 18 in such a way that their addition will give me minus 3. So minus 18, their addition should be minus 3 and product should be minus 18. So definitely one number should be negative and one number should be positive. So there are two factors, one is negative and one is positive. Now we factorize this 18, we find the prime factors. 2 9s are 18 and 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3. So now this 2, 3 and 3, these three factors I arrange in two factor form so that their addition is minus 3. Now if I take this 2 into 3, that is minus 6 if I take and plus 3 I take, the product will give me minus 18 and their addition will give me minus 3. So I will say that this 9x square minus 3x minus 2 equal to 0 as 9x square minus 6x plus 3x minus 2 equal to 0. Now 3x I can take common from here. So I will get 3x minus 2. And in the second part, I will take 1 common so that I get 3x minus 2. We have to keep one thing in mind, that if here I get one factor as 3x minus 2, so here also I should arrange in such a way that I will get 3x minus 2. Now I will take that 3x minus 2 common, and in the other bracket I have 3x from this side and plus 1 on this side, and this, so I will say that 3x minus 2 equal to 0 or 3x plus 1 equal to 0. This will give me 3x equal to 2 or 3x equal to minus 1. So therefore, this implies me that x is equals to 2 divided by 3 or x is equals to minus 1 divided by 3. I hope now you are comfortable to find the factors and how to find the solutions. Let us go to the next problem. Now this problem is not in the standard form. So first we convert it in standard form. What we do on the left hand side, we cross multiply. So I will get x minus 1 plus 2 times x minus 2 whole divided by x minus 2 into x minus 1 is equals to 6 upon x. This will give me x minus 1 plus 2x minus 4 whole divided by x. If I multiply here, I will get x square minus x minus 2x plus 2, and here I have 6 upon x. So this will be x plus 2x is 3x minus 5, and in denominator I have x square minus 3x plus 2 is equals to 6 upon x. I multiply this x on this side, so it will give me x times 3x minus 5 equal to 6 times x square minus 3x plus 2. Further simplification will give me 3x square minus 5x equal to 6x square minus 18x plus 12. So this will give me, I will move all these terms on that side. So I have 0 equal to 6x square minus 3x square will give me 3x square minus 18x plus 5x gives me minus, it will give me minus 13x and plus 12. So therefore I write it as 3x square minus 13x plus 12 equal to 0. Now the equation is in standard form, and I have to multiply a with c, which is 12 3s are 36 and I have to find the factors of this 36 so that I will get minus 13 on addition. Now, if you have a into 6 as positive term, so their factors will be either both positive or both negative, as your product should be a positive one. So minus 13 if I want in addition, so my both the factors should be negative. So 36 I factorize and see how I can arrange them so that I will get minus 13 as the answer. So 36 when we factorize this 36 with 2 I will start. So 18 with 2 I have 9, and then with 3 I have 3 3 the, and with 3 I have 1. So I have to arrange this 2, 2, 3 and 3 in such a way that their addition should be minus 13. Now you can see that this 9 and 4, their addition will give me 13. So I say that this is minus 9 and this is minus 4. So this will become 3x square minus 9x minus 4x plus 12, and you will get answer as 0. Now from here we can take 3x as common, so I have x minus 3, and from here I will take minus 4 common and I will get x minus 3 equal to 0. This will give me finally as x minus 3 I will take in one bracket, and this 3x minus 4 will give me 0, and finally from here I will say that x minus 3 is 0 or 3x minus 4 is 0. So therefore finally I have x is equal to 3 or I have x is equal to 4 divided by 3. Now it depends on how much practice you are doing. Based on your practice you can solve these problems quickly. Let us go to one more problem. Fourth problem is 4 upon x minus 3 is equal to 5 upon 2x plus 3. X is not equal to 0, not minus 3 by 2. These conditions what they mention, you need not have to worry about them. What they are given is that x should not be 0, because if x is 0, then my first term which is 4 upon x will be not defined. And if x is minus 3 by 2, then my this right hand side term 5 upon 2x plus 3, it will become not defined. So they purposely mentioned that x should not be equal to 0, not equal to minus 3 by 2. We did not have to worry about them. Now again in this particular problem it is not in the general form. So what we do first? We first make them in general form. What I suggest that you pause the video and solve the problem yourself. So now let us move to solve the problem. 4 upon x minus 3. So here I cross multiply and I will write 4 minus 3x whole divided by x equal to 5 upon 2x plus 3. Now I cross multiply and it will give me 4 minus 3x into 2x plus 3 equal to 5x. Now I open the bracket. So after opening the bracket I have 4 to the 8x plus 4 3 the 12 minus 3 to the 6x square minus 3 to the 9x will give me answer as 5x. So this will give, if I rearrange, I take this negative 6x square on right hand side. So what I will get? I will get 6x square on right hand side. Now on right hand side I have 5x. These minus 9x and plus 8x, they will move on the right hand side, and I have this 5x, this 8x minus 9x is minus x. So when it move on that side it will become plus. So I have plus 6x, and this plus 12, when it move on that side I have minus 12 equal to 0. Now 6 I can take common. So I take 6 common and I have x square plus x minus 2 equal to 0. This 6 will go on right hand side. So 0 divided by 6 is 0. So I have x square plus x minus 2 equal to 0. Now this problem is our standard form, and now we can factorize. Now here a into c is minus 2, and I have to take the factor of minus 2 such that their addition is plus 1. Now as a into c is a negative term, I have two factors, one positive and one negative. Now as my answer is positive, so the larger factor will be positive and smaller factor will be negative. Now minus 2 has got two factors, one is 2 and another is minus 1. So I rearrange this as x square plus 2x minus x minus 2 equal to 0. From this first I will take x common. So I have x plus 2 in one bracket, minus 1 I take common and I have x plus 2 is equal to 0. On further simplification, x plus 2 we take common. So x plus 2 in one bracket and x minus 1 in another bracket will give 0. So what I will say that either x plus 2 is 0 or x minus 1 is 0. You pay attention that I am always in all the problems I am saying that x plus 2 is 0 or x minus 1 is 0. I am not saying x plus 2 is 0 and x minus 1 is 0, because the product is 0. It indicates that either of the terms can be 0 or both the terms can be 0, but it is not sure that both the terms are 0. Therefore in place of and we always have to use the or term. So on simplification, this x plus 2 is equal to 0 gives me x is equal to minus 2 or x is equal to plus 1. So this is my final answer of this particular problem. Now in this fifth problem, a is 3 root 5, b is 25 and c is minus 10 root 5. If I multiply this a and c, this 3 into 10 30 and root 5 into root 5 is 5. So 30 into 5, 5 3 is 150. So I will get a into c as minus 150. Now this minus 150 I have to factorize, and one factor positive and one negative as the product is negative. So 150 I have to factorize so that I have total addition as 25. So let us first factorize this 150. With 2 I will start. 2 7s are 14, 1, so 2 5s are 10. Then this 75 I can factorize with 3. So 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are, and this 25 I have 5 5s are and 5 1. Now I have to arrange in such a way that their product is minus 150 and their addition will give me 25. Now 5 2s are 10 and 10 3s are 30, 30 and 5. So here I got plus 30 and minus 5. Their product is minus 150 and their addition will give me plus 25. So I write this problem as 3 root 5 x square plus 30x minus 5x minus 10 root 5 and equal to result as 0. Now I have to see what I can take common from this first. That 3 I can take common and this root 5 also I can take common. So in first bracket I will write 3 root 5 times x. This I have taken common. So I have x left here plus, now I have taken 3 common, so 10, and out of 10 I have taken root 5 common. So root 5 is left and 2 is left. So 2 root 5 is left. Now see, if I multiply this 2 root 5 with 3 root 5, I will get answer as 30. Now minus, here what I can take common is 5 I will take common. And the term remaining is x plus 2 root 5. So by default, this term I will get here. If I am not getting, that means there is some mistake I have done and I have to again cross check. Now this x plus 2 root 5 I will take common in one bracket, and another bracket I have 3 root 5 times x minus 5 equal to 0. So again what I will say that this x plus 2 root 5, either this term is 0 or I will say that 3 root 5 times x minus 5 equal to 0. So this will give me answer as x is minus 2 root 5 or I have 3 root 5 times x is equal to 5. So therefore the final answer is x is minus 2 root 5 or I have x is 5 upon 3 root 5. Now it is a general practice that we do not write root term in the denominator part. So my x will be minus 2 root 5, or my x will be, that numerator 5 can be written as root 5 into root 5. 1 root 5 will cancel and I have root 5 divided by 3. Now let us see this sixth problem. Here the value of a is root 3 and the value of c is minus 2 root 3. If I multiply minus 2 root 3 and root 3, what I will get? I will get minus 6. Now the factor of minus 6 I need as minus 2 root 2. Their addition should be minus 2 root 2. So there are two things clear, that first of all, my factor, one factor should be negative and one factor should be positive, and as I need root 2, so therefore root 2 definitely should be there in the multiple form. Now if I multiply this root 2 into root 2, I will get answer as 2. So only the term remaining in factor is 3, so that 3 I have to adjust. So see here, if I write 3 here and here nothing, it will be root 2 only, or 1 times root 2. Minus 3 root 2 plus root 2, it will give me minus 2 root 2 times x, and their product will give me minus 6. So here what I will do, I will write this as root 3 times x square minus 3 root 2 times x plus root 2 times x minus 2 root 3 equal to 0. Now here that root 3x I can take common. So this root 3 times x we take common. So here I have x remaining, and here I have, if I take root 3 common, so here I have root 3 into root 2, that is root 6. Plus here I will take that root 2 common. So here in bracket I have again x minus root 2 into root 3, it will give me root 6 equal to 0. So this indicates that x minus root 6 in one bracket, and another bracket will be root 3 times x plus root 2, and the product is 0. So finally this gives me x minus root 6 is 0, or root 3 times x plus root 2 is equal to 0. And my answer is x is equal to root 6, or x is equal to minus root 2 divided by root 3. We discuss few more factorization problems in our next video.